What's going on, everybody? I have some news for you all, and to me, it's pretty exciting and kind of funny, to be honest. Um, let's talk about President Donald J. Trump and what's going on with him. And we're going to talk about CNN, and we're going to talk about some predictions. So, Donald J. Trump. Uh, there's a big case uh, that involves Letitia James and Judge Enderon regarding it's a fraud case that was brought to Trump by the DA, Letitia James of New York. And first of all, that particular case was unsubstantiated. It should never have been brought. There was no victim involved. Nobody brought any charges. Even the bank, Deutsche Bank, who they called as witnesses, and which is the bank in which this fraud supposedly took place, Deutsche Bank testified that they were not defrauded and that they would do business with Donald J. Trump again. He was a very good client, and they wouldn't continue on. So anyway, that happened. Fast forward, it was just two monkeys that were bringing that fraud case to bear on Donald J. Trump, and that was Judge Enderon and Letitia James. My problem with this case in its entirety is the fact that Judge Enderon is biased against Trump, and that is a known fact. And number two, Letitia James campaigned in order to become the DA on the fact that she was going to sue Trump every day and then go home, which she did. And so now they have a very large fine that has been levied upon Donald Trump, $354 million, plus 9% interest, which is close to $500 million. Trump is a billionaire, but he does not have $500 million in liquid cash floating around to throw at this thing. So his legal team basically put out a statement saying that they did not have it, they could not come up with it, and they were looking for the judge to put a stay on the order so that they could appeal the case without having to put up the bond, because they do plan on appealing that particular case, right? So that all happened. So now everybody knows that Donald Trump is in trouble, and the next step that Judge Enderon and Letitia James want to pull out of their hat is to take all of his properties. So if he can't pay the $500 million, then they're going to take his properties. And we're talking about 40 Wall Street, Trump Tower, Mar-a-Lago, iconic buildings that have been in Trump's possession since, what, the 80s? And so now the left is celebrating. I saw the witches on The View cackling and stating that they cannot wait for this to happen, for all those properties to be taken from Trump and for the name to come down and all of this. But whoopsie, guess what? A couple things have happened since then. Number one, Trump just closed a deal regarding Truth Social, in which he made about $4 billion. Uh-oh. And now Trump says he has $500 million in cash. And so, whoopsie, the rug has now been pulled out from underneath the left, and they look stupid. The DA looks stupid. That judge looks stupid. The girls on The View look stupid. I mean, I couldn't have woken up to better news. So another funny thing that happened regarding that is CNN. We all know CNN is nothing but left. It's about as far left as you can get. Left news, left everything. It's all Trump hating and pro Biden, and that's just the way it goes. Doesn't matter what the real news is. That's the only thing they preach. But CNN, before knowledge of all of this, CNN stated that the Mar-a-Lago property was worth $240 million. Whoopsie. 5 months ago, CNN fact checked Donald Trump, stating that that property was only worth $8 million. This was when the case was going on, before they handed his huge penalty and declared him guilty. So CNN looks, I think, I don't think you can look more stupid than that. That's just dumb. So it's all coming together, just as everything else has come together for Trump. Zero indictments prior to him running for president in 2016, and now that he's running for his second term in 2020, he's got 94 indictments. But the good news is, for all of that, all the indictments and all the mumbo jumbo and all of the things that they say that he has done, which he hasn't, he has not spent one day in jail. They haven't won one good case against him. Nothing. He's winning at every turn, and the appeals courts are seeing through all of the shenanigans. You can't put a Trump-hating judge and a DA in a courtroom and bring charges up against a guy, knowing that the DA ran her campaign on how she was going to sue Trump's pants off. Even at that point, when she said that, there was no case. So she found the man and then invented the case afterwards. So everybody knows what's going on. I know what's going on, and I'm not, the sharpest tool in the shed, but I'm also not the dullest. So if there's anybody out there with a shred of common sense, you can see right through this. And anyway, so here's some predictions. Prediction number one. We'll talk about Eugene Carroll case. It's going to appeals. That will be overturned. Trump will not pay Eugene Carroll one dime of the $83 million that's been brought against him in a defamation case, where he said, "I never touched that woman. Why would I touch that woman?" He defamed her because she was saying that he molested her, which apparently he did not. So anyway, so that's going to go away. Number two, we're going to talk about Fani Willis. Fani Willis, that case is going nowhere. So my prediction is that case is going to be just 100% thrown out. The boy toy, Mr. Wade, has already been disqualified and he's off the case. And now the judge has allowed for the Trump team to appeal Fani Willis's disqualification. So the Trump team's argument is that if indeed both Mr. Wade and Miss Willis did something inappropriately, if it was incorrect, if it was wrong, if it was fraudulent, if it was out of character for a DA team to do, if one of them can be found guilty and thrown off the case, then they both should be. And so that's going to go to appeals, which it is right now. And Fani Willis is going to be disqualified, and that case is just going to go away. No one else is going to pick that up. That was a Fani Willis thing. She also ran her campaign on getting Trump. See, what's the third? And the third one, of course, is the Letitia James, Judge Enderon thing that's going on. That's going to be appealed, and that will be overturned. And Donald J. Trump will not owe the $350 million plus 9%. So those are my predictions. And so just to summarize, what we have is shenanigans found, shenanigans called out, shenanigans put to bed. That's what's happening. Have a good day. Let me know what your thoughts are.